The evolution of video games has definitely changed over the years. The graphics have changed. The consoles have definitely changed. And especially the prices over the years. But let's take it back from the very beginning. Majority of these games have been recreated over the years and has developed greatly over time. As years go by and technology advances, all these games have been changed into something bigger and better. Graphics are looking more realistic. Even Borderlands has changed and evolved to something better and new ways of gaming, such as God of War and other games. For all you adults out there, I'm sure you can recall these older games more than us kids can. But even you can see how much games have evolved yourself. A game that I would like first to mention from the very first of its series to its most recent is Mortal Kombat. This 1992 arcade fighting game has definitely changed compared to its latest game. This game was noted for its realistic digitalized characters. Of course, in this decade, we wouldn't be as impressed by graphics like these. Then you only had the option of choosing 7 different characters, and let's just say the graphics were a bit low.
Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory fatality. Kano wins. Flawless victory fatality. Sonya wins. Flawless victory fatality.
But when the most recent Mortal Kombat was released, things got a little bit more interesting. This game sold more than 5 million copies and was the fastest selling game in its franchise. You now have a wider selection of characters to choose from, each with all at least having 3 variations each. And the gameplays were a little bit more intense and more visual. And let's just say things got a little bit more graphic. Yeah, that's enough of that. Another game I would like to mention is Xbox developers have really outdone themselves. They had real characters, actors, in the game as a cutscene and be able to convert them into a video game, and with every little detail looking very realistic. Hard to tell the difference now, right?
The number one killer is time. It will get us all.
Where's my brother?
In Quantum Break, you play in a world where time stops and stutters and time is not on your side. This action-based game really showcases new powers and amazing graphics. We wouldn't have gotten something like this years ago. With the change in games, there has to be a change in consoles. Developers find new ways of gaming and making it fun for others. But of course, there's always a competition on which console's better. Xbox One or PS4? Which side are you on? But aside from that, just look at the graphics from like the old gen to the new gen. The changes are different and they're becoming bigger and better like the Nintendos. Rest in peace to the old Nintendogs, right? But just look at these graphics. Every little details are added to the new gen and becoming more precise. As a Call of Duty player myself, I've even seen the changes from the very first Call of Duties to even its latest. Just look at the changes and differences compared to how technology has evolved. And there's even new gaming called virtual reality, where it feels as if we are inside the game and we're physically moving around and seeing things as if we were really inside a virtual world. Here's an example of one for the evolution of video games will continue on years in the later future. We went from one little pixel on the screen to something bigger and better. It's evolution, baby, and it's here. Just look at these new games that were recently released this year. The graphics are amazing, and new ways of gaming have evolved. There's even games we're expected to see later in the year, like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This is only a list of the newest games, but in the later future, there's a lot more where that came from.